Tears of Alesia Episode 3, Shattered Fate. True love can neither be calculated nor planned, it is very difficult to predict. Love just happens. Oscar never thought of being in a relationship. He saw it as time-consuming and could even divide his attention from his job. Little did he know that when real love starts knocking on your door, it's difficult to ignore it. There was nothing he could do to change the fate of love. He was now so much into her that his feelings were beginning to affect his decision-making. However, he kept on investigating and came out with his findings, with the help of the damaged tape recorder. This was enough to prove Alesia's innocence, he thought. It was only 3 days to the court date when Oscar went to visit Alesia in jail. They had a long chat, and he updated her on the progress of the investigation. He even went further to assure her that she would be granted bail, taking into consideration all the evidence he had gathered. In addition, Oscar hired one of the best lawyers for Alesia. For the first time in a long while, Alesia had hope and had reason to smile. The day of the hearing came, and Alesia was led to the court by the police. Oscar and the lawyer were here already before they arrived. The hearing began. The lawyer tendered all the exhibits which proved Alesia's innocence. The lawyer was convincing and influential. Judgment again was scheduled for a later date, but this time, Alesia was granted bail. Happiness filled her heart. She had been granted bail, thanks to Oscar. Before they left the court to proceed with finalizing the paperwork of the bail, right at the entrance of the court, Oscar surprisingly held Alesia by her hand and went to a quiet place where they could be alone. Alesia wondered what Oscar had in mind, but she had grown to trust him over these few days. Out of nowhere, Oscar popped up with an unexpected proposal. "I know this must be awkward for you, but it's real, Alesia. I love you and want to marry you," he proposed. The obvious answer would have been a positive one, but Alesia didn't accept his proposal. You could see the disappointment on Oscar's face. Alesia thought he loved her out of pity. If she needed love, that love should be without reason. The major thing is, she honestly had no feelings for him. Oscar thought he needed to give Alesia some time to think. Fortunately, they were able to finalize the bail, and Alesia was ready to go home. Oscar drove her home. Upon reaching her house, Alesia apologized. "Oscar, I am sorry, but this is rather sudden." Oscar interrupted. "I understand, you need more time. Let's focus on your mum's burial," Oscar suggested. All of a sudden, Alesia felt a sharp pain in her abdomen. Eventually, it became severe and painful. Oscar noticed it and asked her what was wrong. I don't know, my abdomen," she answered. Suddenly, she started bleeding. Oscar rushed her to the hospital, and immediately she was taken into the emergency ward. For several hours, he waited while she was being attended to. Finally, the doctor came out and asked Oscar if he could see him at his office. "Sir, are you in any way related to this lady?" the doctor asked. "Not really, but I am the only one she has now," Oscar replied. "Her condition is very critical, and we need to run some tests on her, which require your approval," said the doctor. Without any delay, Oscar signed the approval document to proceed with the medical text. "But Doc, can you tell me what's wrong with her?" Oscar asked. "Well, she just had a miscarriage and has lost a lot of blood," the doctor said. Oscar stood there, stunned by the news. He was in total shock. Having said this, the doctor left to proceed with the test. About 2 hours later, the doctor came in with a discouraging look on his face. "What is it, doctor?" Oscar asked. "It's rather unfortunate that I had to break this news to you. Don't tell her yet, our counseling team will handle that," said the doctor. "What news are you talking about? Can you just tell me?" Oscar said. "Well, young man. After running several tests on her, she tested HIV positive." End of this episode. Thanks for watching. Kindly subscribe to my channel.